So Chevrolet just revealed the trailer for the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06, and it is one of the biggest mic drop moments in automotive history in quite a while. The base model C8 Corvette was already huge news when it dropped, it being mid-engine for the first time and being under $60,000, but we know that's not the case anymore. But now that we have the Z06 version with a 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8. It's like, oh my god, have you even listened to it? It's absolutely beautiful. It's like nothing I've ever heard before. Seriously, listen for yourself and let me know if this is anything you've ever heard out of a Corvette before, because I haven't. So I'm actually not gonna like show the video on screen or anything like that because it is relatively new. I don't know how Chevrolet is gonna feel about that, but I'm just gonna play like the audio clip of one of the videos. I'm actually gonna leave it down in one of the comments below or either in the description so you can send you guys the link directly to it if you guys want to see the rest of this. But just listen to this, man. Just this little audio bite is very, very important. Just listen to this real quick. Let me tell you, bro, like that is the first crazy thing I've ever heard from an American car. Now, it's an American car. It's made by GM, Chevrolet here, right? But it's not without controversy, and let me explain to like why that. A lot of Corvette fans, and even myself in the beginning, are pretty purist on it being front engine, having a lot of muscle car DNA. This is the furthest thing from being a muscle car slash American car. I mean, it's obvious. It's a mid-engine car, has very European styling. You can even look at the back one there. That's the base C8 that I actually have. But I mean, it works as a really good example because it's basically like 80% of what the Z06 looks like. The Z06 obviously has a bunch of different cosmetic stuff. But I mean, it is far, far different from the body language and the actual design of what the Corvettes used to be. I think Doug DeMuro put it the best. From the C1 to the C7, it was basically just evolution of the same silhouette, the same design over and over, and it wasn't really modernized until the C7. But like if you actually lined them up and you looked at it side to side or like straight from the back or straight from the front, other than like a few modernized details, the silhouette and the shape of the car was pretty much the same. It gets a little different once you actually put up a picture of a C8, or if you see one in person, you look at it from the side, right? The side profile of it, and it is widely different. And that is the biggest thing of having a mid-engine car. Like from a historically front-engine car to mid-engine, it had to change the car so much, and you could tell that they still had some of the lineage and some of the design left over from the Corvette. Obviously they're going to keep it as similar as possible to their older models, but I mean, of course, a lot had to change. This is more of like a reinvention of the Corvette than anything else. So when you have a big change in design like this, you leave people in one of two boats. You either have one, the people that were waiting for a new design in the Corvette for years, thinking like, the Corvette hasn't really changed much. It's still like the same boomer mobile that it has been for a while. It's just kind of been modernized for the times. And the other boat is people actually being very happy that the Corvette is taking a lot of European styling, let's be honest, to actually compete with, we're talking about Porsche, Ferrari, things like that. Obviously, those cars are in a way different price point, and Corvette, like in the GM team, is really trying to undercut them with the price, trying to make it like a budget performance car, which is something the Corvette has always been, but it's always been kind of looked down on for being front engine. Like, yeah, like it's very, very powerful and it's also pretty comfortable, but the interior could never keep up with something like Porsche, and it's just it was never seen as something higher status, and it was just kind of like an underdog for the most of the time up until like the C7 Z06 and the ZR1. But for sure, like the C8 Z06 now has definitely joined the ring to compete with some of the best cars in the world. Even me, I'll tell you guys this, I was on the fence for a while on what my opinion was with the Corvette team going this direction. At first I was actually really, really excited, right? I was like, wow, like they're really like they're inventing the game again, like new mid-engine. It's gonna be like just like the cars from Europe. It's gonna be a supercar at this point. And well, I think it is. It does have some supercar DNA in it, and I think it definitely deserves to be up there with the big boys. Obviously, I mean, again, it's still just a Chevy. I mean, I say that because that's how people still perceive it. Those people that like are really like non-believers of the Corvette, but I definitely think that they're up there now. I feel like they've always had a chance to be a competitor. Like I said before, like yes, they were underdogs, but damn, look how they did with this car. And the Z06, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna shake some heads. It's gonna rattle the entire car industry. Absolutely. I have no idea what the pricing yet is going to be. I haven't even checked. If I had to guess, I don't know how accurate this is going to be. This could age totally wrong, and like by the time this video goes up the next day, they could reveal that it can be like $200,000. I don't think it's going to be that much, but judging by the base Corvette pricing, the Stingrays, which are honestly like, well, in this car market nowadays, if we're talking about a new one, realistically we're looking like at what, 60 to 100,000. I would say that this one would start around like 120 base, like the bottom of the barrel Z06, and probably you could get it up to like 150. I mean, that's my guess. I have no idea. We're just gonna see how well this this guess ages, but we'll see. Like that's not for sure. It's sort of up in the air. We'll get there when we get there. Overall, I think GM is taking steps in the right direction with the Corvette. It looks absolutely amazing, and that's just the Z06. I mean, the Z06 is crazy in its own right, but I can't even wait to see when the ZR1 comes out. Like, I mean, we're just we'll get there eventually, but oh my goodness, the C8, man, it's huge. Like the amount of shockwaves it has sent, it is crazy. Like I said, if you ask me, like I'll tell you this right now, the C7 has been my favorite for a while now. It's just gonna be my personal favorite because it came out around the time when I think it was like 14 years old, and I've been in love with that car ever since. Like my favorite Corvette is a C7 Z06, and I understand that this car, the base C8 and the Z06, are going to be objectively better, without a doubt. And I totally understand that. But I mean, obviously, my heart still goes to the C7. And at the same time, like, while I still have doubts about how American this car is anymore, I think they're taking steps in the right direction. And they did what they have to do to not only elevate the Corvette, to stop giving the name of it being like a boomer mobile. And not even that, right? That's not even like the worst part of the stereotype or anything like that. It's just that always being left behind by the European giants. And I think they've really stepped up to the plate. I really do hope that they have a very competitive price, very much like much more affordable than what the competition has to offer, and I know that they will do exactly that. I cannot wait to see. The exhaust note sounds amazing. I love that they added the quad tips again. That's like one of the best parts about it, and I'm just very excited. I love the looks of it. I love the body kit that they added, and it's looking to be almost a damn near perfect car. Now, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think anything different. Do you guys like the new C8 Z06? Do you not? What could they change? Other than that, we're going to wait to see what other details are going to come out about it in terms of price and coloring and everything like that. But other than that, I mean, I'm very excited for it. I hope that all of you guys are excited for it as well. GM, really happy for you. Chevrolet, Corvette team, absolutely amazing car. Like I said, I've been obsessed with Corvettes for a while now, and I really love what it's become. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good rest of your day or whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, guys. Talk to you guys later.